Mystical Sleep presents Crash and Love, a meet-cute tale. This story is about two people who collide in the most unexpected way, leading to a journey of laughter, obstacles, and ultimately a love that knows no bounds. So grab your pillow, get comfortable, and join us on this journey of discovery where the most unlikely of collisions leads to a love that is meant to be. The sun was setting behind the towering skyscrapers of the bustling city, casting an orange glow on the busy streets below. Jack, a struggling artist, was riding his bike down the crowded sidewalks, lost in thought as he rode past the colorful graffiti and street vendors. That's when it happened. In a split second, everything changed. With a loud crash, Jack's bike collided with a sleek black sports car. The impact sent Jack flying through the air, landing in a heap on the pavement. He looked up, dazed and confused, to see a woman storming towards him. "You just ruined my car." Jack rubbed his head, trying to make sense of what had just happened. He looked up at the woman, and his heart skipped a beat. She was stunning. Her long, dark hair was pulled back in a sleek ponytail, and her bright green eyes were blazing with anger. Despite the comical scene, Jack couldn't help but feel drawn to her. The woman, Emma, was equally taken aback by Jack's charming smile and devil-may-care attitude. As they bickered back and forth, each trying to blame each other for the accident, they couldn't deny the spark of attraction that had ignited between them. As Jack and Emma continued to argue, they began to see each other in a different light. Jack's free-spirited and carefree nature charmed Emma, and she couldn't help but be drawn to his creative spirit and easygoing demeanor. Emma's confidence and take-charge attitude impressed Jack, and he admired the way she stood up for herself and never backed down from a challenge. Despite their initial animosity, Jack and Emma soon found themselves laughing and sharing stories about their lives. Jack told Emma about his struggles as an artist and his dream of one day making a living from his passion. Emma shared her own struggle as a workaholic businesswoman, always striving for success, but never feeling fulfilled. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Jack and Emma realized they had been talking for hours. They exchanged numbers, and Jack asked her out on a date. Emma, taken aback by Jack's boldness, couldn't resist his charm and agreed to go out with him. Over the next few days, Jack and Emma texted back and forth, getting to know each other better. Jack was smitten with Emma's drive and ambition, while she was charmed by his artistic spirit and sense of humor. Finally, they agreed to meet for that date. Jack was nervous as he walked into the chic upscale restaurant where they'd agreed to meet. He scanned the crowded room, searching for Emma's face. When he finally saw her, he couldn't believe how beautiful she looked. She was wearing a little black dress that hugged her curves, and her hair was styled in soft waves. Jack felt a rush of excitement as he approached her, unable to take his eyes off of her. As they sat across from each other sipping glasses of wine, Jack and Emma talked for hours, laughing and chatting about everything and nothing at all. They bonded over their shared love of art and adventure, and Jack was struck by how easy it was to be around Emma. He felt like he could be himself with her, no matter what. As the night came to a close, Jack and Emma shared a tender kiss goodnight, both knowing that this was just the beginning of something special. Jack walked out of the restaurant with a huge smile on his face, feeling like the luckiest man in the world to have met Emma. He couldn't wait to see where their journey would take them next. As Jack and Emma continued to see each other, their relationship was tested by various obstacles and challenges that life threw their way. One of the first hurdles they faced was their different career paths. Emma was a highly successful businesswoman with a demanding job that left little room for personal pursuits. Jack, on the other hand, was a struggling artist, trying to make a name for himself in a competitive art world. The stark contrast between their lifestyles often caused tension in their relationship, with Emma's demanding schedule leaving little room for quality time with Jack, and Jack's lack of financial stability leaving Emma feeling stressed and uncertain about their future. Their families also presented a challenge, as Jack's eccentric family, with their bohemian lifestyle and laid-back attitudes, was in a stark contrast to Emma's traditional family, who valued hard work and stability above all else. This led to a series of uncomfortable family gatherings and strained relationships, as each family struggled to understand and accept the other. Adding to the challenges was their differing lifestyles, with Jack's bohemian approach to life clashing with Emma's strict routine and organized schedule. Jack's love of spontaneous adventure often left Emma feeling out of her comfort zone, while her rigid schedules and strict routines left Jack feeling suffocated and confined. Despite the obstacles, Jack and Emma's love for each other only grew stronger as they navigated the challenges together. Their love was like a lighthouse in a stormy sea, guiding them through the toughest of times and reminding them of the strength and power of their connection. Through the trials and tribulations, Jack and Emma learned to appreciate and value each other's quirks and personalities, and their love for each other continued to grow and blossom. As Jack and Emma continued to spend time together, they began to uncover each other's quirks and personalities. Emma was a workaholic businesswoman, driven and organized. Jack, on the other hand, was a free-spirited artist who lived in the moment. At first, their differences seemed insurmountable. Emma's strict routine clashed with Jack's bohemian lifestyle, and the tension between them was palpable. But as they began to share experiences, they discovered that they had more in common than they first thought. Jack took Emma to his favorite street art exhibit, and she was struck by the vibrant colors and energy of the pieces. Emma introduced Jack to her love of hiking, and they spent a beautiful day exploring the local trails. These shared moments allowed them to see each other in a new light and appreciate each other's unique qualities. As their feelings for each other deepened, so did their understanding and appreciation of each other's lives. Emma was awed by Jack's creativity and passion for art, and Jack was inspired by Emma's drive and determination. They began to see the beauty in each other's differences, and their love grew stronger as a result. They were like two pieces of a puzzle, each completing the other, making them whole. It was a slow process, but as they spent more time together, they learned to navigate the challenges that life threw at them. They found a way to balance each other's lifestyles, and their love continued to grow. The tension between them dissipated, and they grew closer, their love as strong as ever. As the sun rose over the city, Jack and Emma found themselves growing closer and closer each day. They discovered that the differences that once caused tension between them were now the thing they loved most about each other. Jack loved the way Emma's passion for her work fueled her, and Emma adored Jack's carefree spirit. With each passing day, Jack's art began to gain more and more recognition. He was finally able to make a name for himself, and his work was being celebrated all over the city. As Jack's art gained popularity, Emma's support never wavered. She was always there, cheering him on and believing in him, even when others did not. And as Emma pursued her career, Jack was there to encourage and support her. Meanwhile, Jack's bohemian family and Emma's traditional family slowly but surely came to accept and appreciate each other. They learned to respect each other's differences and found common ground in their love for Jack and Emma. Finally, Jack and Emma found a harmonious balance between their two lifestyles. They learned to balance each other, finding a rhythm that allowed them to pursue their passions and support each other's dreams. They realized that love was about accepting and embracing each other's quirks and personalities, and that together, they could overcome any obstacle. As they stood on the roof of their apartment building, watching the sun set over the city, Jack and Emma knew that they had found something truly special. They had found a love that transcended all obstacles and challenges, and they knew that they would cherish it forever. The sun rose over the city, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange as Jack and Emma walked hand in hand through the busy streets. The energy of the city pulsed around them, but in that moment, there were only two people in the world. As they walked, Jack's thoughts drifted to the future and the life he wanted to build with Emma. He had been working tirelessly on a special project, pouring all his love and creativity into it. Finally, the day arrived, and Jack led Emma to a public square in the heart of the city. In the center of the square stood a towering art installation, a colorful explosion of light and movement that captured the essence of their love. As Emma's eyes widened in awe, Jack got down on one knee and took her hand in his. "Emma, my love, my heart, my everything, will you marry me?" he asked, the words ringing out across the square. Tears streamed down Emma's face as she threw her arms around Jack's neck, saying yes through her sobs. The couple was surrounded by their friends and family, who cheered and celebrated as Jack slipped a sparkling ring onto Emma's finger. The sun continued to rise as Jack and Emma walked hand in hand, their hearts overflowing with love and happiness. They knew that their journey together would be filled with laughter, adventures, and challenges, but they also knew that they would face them together, always finding their way back to each other. From that day on, Jack and Emma lived a life filled with love, adventure, and the joy of creating new memories together. They traveled the world, explored new cultures, and continued to inspire each other in all aspects of life. And as the sun set on their final days, they looked back on their life together, grateful for every moment they had shared, and knew that their love would continue to shine bright like a beacon of hope in a world filled with chaos and uncertainty. They lived happily ever after. It had been several years since Jack and Emma's wild, whirlwind romance began, and as they sat on their balcony overlooking the bustling city, they couldn't help but reflect on their journey together. The couple continued to support each other's passions, traveling the world and making memories that would last a lifetime. From exploring the vibrant street art in Rio de Janeiro to scaling the towering mountains in Nepal, they always had each other by their side. But even amidst all the adventures, they still found themselves in humorous and unexpected situations. Whether it was accidentally ordering a 5-course meal in a foreign language or getting lost in the back streets of Tokyo, they always managed to find their way back to each other with a laugh and a smile. Their love story serves as a reminder of the power of true love and what it can conquer. Despite all the obstacles and challenges, Jack and Emma had found a way to make their relationship work, balancing each other's lifestyles and supporting each other through thick and thin. As they watched the sun dip below the horizon, Jack and Emma held hands, grateful for the journey that had brought them together. They knew that their love was unbreakable, and they looked forward to spending the rest of their lives making more memories and laughing through the ups and downs of life together. As the story of Jack and Emma comes to a close, it's important to reflect on the life lessons that can be drawn from their journey. First and foremost, this tale serves as a reminder of the power of love. Despite the obstacles and challenges that faced Jack and Emma, their love for each other only grew stronger. They learned to appreciate each other's quirks and personalities, to participate in each other's hobbies and interests, and to balance each other's lifestyles. Through it all, they showed us that love truly has the power to conquer all. Another important lesson from this story is the importance of acceptance and support. Jack and Emma's families, despite their differences, eventually came to accept and appreciate each other, proving that with love and patience, even the most stubborn of obstacles can be overcome. Finally, this tale is a testament to the joys of living life to the fullest. From their travels around the world to their unexpected and humorous experiences, Jack and Emma embraced every moment with open arms and lived a joyful, adventurous life together. The story of Jack and Emma serves as a reminder of the beauty and power of love, the importance of acceptance and support, the value of pursuing one's passions, and the joys of living life to the fullest. Good night.